Welcome to Brainbites. I'm Dorothy Smith. In this session, leading effective meetings. How many times have you walked out of a meeting and thought, what a waste of time? Or that went on forever? When you lead a meeting, are all your team members engaged, productive, and are you getting full participation? We'll take a look at how to turn so-called bad meetings into successful ones. We'll also learn when to hold a meeting and when not to. And finally, we'll look at the elements of an effective meeting, one that will appeal to each employee individually. First, we'll start with the obvious, whether you need to hold the meeting in the first place. Have a weekly staff meeting? Need to pass on routine information? Just want some face time? All good reasons for a quick gathering, right? Not so fast. If the information is easily understood, consider sending it out by email or picking up the phone. The most effective meeting can be the one that wasn't held. But often, calling a meeting is a better option. So what are some good reasons to get your team members together? Perhaps you need an immediate reaction to an issue, or you need to make sure everyone receives and understands the same message. Or you have a problem best tackled by group discussion, planning, or brainstorming. So go ahead, hold the meeting. Now that you've determined you need a meeting, plan it with purpose. Are you analyzing a problem, organizing a process, developing team-building skills, or creating a new strategy? And don't forget to ask yourself some basic questions. Who should attend? Who shouldn't? When should it be held? Where? What do I need to prepare? What type of process will work best to achieve my goal? To keep the whole group engaged, remember to respect your team's thinking characteristics. Apply the whole brain approach toward your meeting. Organize. Start on time and stay on track. Rationalize. Provide an agenda, establish goals, and discuss outcomes. Personalize. Show respect for ideas, allow time for sharing. A little food doesn't hurt either. And visualize. Allow time for brainstorming. Discuss the big picture. Use the whole brain approach to think about how to convey your message. Be creative. Use charts or define terms. Use practical examples and set ground rules. Don't be afraid of hands-on group activities. And don't forget to convey a big picture overview. By remembering this approach, you can play to each person's strengths. Finally, think about how you close the meeting. At first glance, it may seem easy, but this is one of the most critical parts of the agenda. Your team is probably tired, emotionally drained, or thinking of what they need to do next. Emphasize what you agreed on and summarize the action. Agree on what comes next: action, assignments, or communication. Draft an agenda for the next meeting. Evaluate the meeting. And thank everyone for coming. Your challenge is to develop an effective meeting plan. Involve your team. Ask them to describe a good meeting. What were the key elements? Make an action plan to prepare for your next meeting. Ask for feedback at the end of each meeting. Determine the criteria for whether it was effective. Have solid objectives and a plan for progress, because that's why you have meetings in the first place.